Good evening. Are you there?
Sorry, guys, I've been
There
muted. Yeah, I'm muted already. But this time it was in my headset because I was actually I was doing some truck driving earlier on, and when you're on Steam, I've got it on live broadcast, so it's just so that I'm muted when I'm on Steam. Anyway, we are here. Well, the news is that VP4 TV has now dispatched the two poorest performing players in the team. Steve-O has gone, mainly because he can't make it for 6 p.m. now when the league's starting. And earlier on today, I got a message through from Fuzzy Dunlop. He's had enough. He's out the door. He went before he was pushed. So now we're down to a team of 5, but welcome to Fast Eddie to the team. And we'll see how we survive for the rest of it.
Didn't Fuzzy Dunlop just have his?
Yeah, probably did. Yeah, but
I believe he was one of the guys that got adjusted.
Yeah, Potman was asking why he hasn't been adjusted. But anyway, more of that at some other time. Stubbs still get his caps lock button working. What time is it? Well, it's almost the top of the hour. So I presume somebody's going to be setting the room. I haven't a clue who's doing what and whatever's happening. Albinario said he's going to check the settings.
Yeah, he's yeah, this whole thing's been a little bit of a fiasco. It seems like it always is that way when Stubbs involved.
Well, as far as I know, as I was saying while I was muted, they've agreed it's going to start at 11 racks all, because Stubb says that he potted the 10 ball while...
yeah. Well, he wasn't going to miss that anyway, so it's a straight in 10 ball. I mean, that's fine. It should just be a race to 10. That's what they should be setting up.
Well, it's supposedly going to be a race to 10. Now I don't see a room up, so I don't know whether Albinario's setting it. I haven't a clue.
Yeah, you should be able to see the room if he's setting it. It should be in the list.
Well, the Cowboy World Championships is full. Spectre Don was signed up, but he bottled out in the end. He withdrew. And I don't know why he withdrew, because he would have quickly adapted to it. Cobra's adapted to it quickly.
Yeah, well, you can only get better. That's the thing, is you can only get better by playing games that you're, like that are different. Hey, as long as they're both happy with it, we can play it, and it's. I don't see anything weird things on it. What's weird? I don't see it. Oh, there's something weird. Yeah, it moved that over. Yeah, well, it just seems like when Stubb's involved that there's nothing but problems. I'm glad we got a good full feel for Cowboy. We got semi-pro in there. That's good. You know, this is a good game because you get some billiards practice, and we didn't do an update, and we're not going to do an update because I don't want to change things now. So it's going to be a while before we do any changes. We're going to play Cowboy with the tables the way they are.
Well, this
Deadhead says you're muted.
I'm not muted.
So what is going on with this room?
Who's in control, says Albinario. Well, I wouldn't leave Stubb in control. That's the one thing I wouldn't be doing.
Well, who created the room? Whoever created the room's in control.
Yeah, but Albinario, I mean, Stubb came into the room while I was in it, so presumably Albinario set it. Now he's saying who's in control of the room, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
All right, so I think they both need to leave the room. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, this is...
Let's hope Stubb doesn't have just a terrible connection again, because...
I mean, the other thing is Stubb's saying nothing in the chat in the room, so I mean, you know, he's non-responsive. So Stubb's in charge.
Well, I said leave the room, because he's not doing anything.
Right.
Stubb says he's setting it.
Right, let's go to the home page. Oh no, I can't be bothered. I have to find it through the calendar. Well, we're still sitting doing nothing.
Why do we have Stubb setting up the room? That's a mistake.
Right. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Where are we? 10 ball. Right. August. Right, so it is in the Monte Carlo room. Obviously, alternate break, tournament table, pockets narrow, call shot on, of course. Lag for the break, although they won't need that. 3 fill on, jump cues off, spot money off, rack money off. I wonder if they're started yet. Nope.
Well, Stubb's setting the room up.
Of course, he might be tabbing backward and forward to make sure he's got the settings right. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt there.
No, he's in PM asking me what they are.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Right, let's leave the room. Oh, here we go. Right, so he's got it a race to 10. It's Albinario's break. And let's see if this holds up. Let's check if my doodle is working.
Well, now that we've actually got to this point, I'm sure everybody's still calling this for Albin, but I think Stubb has a reasonable chance of winning. I mean, he showed some pretty good resilience. He hung in there last time and played pretty good. So Albin, you know, Albin's the favorite, but if he makes mistakes, he could lose this.
Well, See how there's a delay with Stubbs' Q appearing? I mean, the guys in the States, he can't have that bad a connection, or he can't be running that much stuff in the background that it's using up his system resources.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be it. If he can't play this match, we're not going to play it again, because this, you know, he's got to get that stuff figured out. Well, he's trying to play safe and didn't do a good job of it. Nicking that 10 really hurt him.
Well, that's true. Albie wasn't feeling well, apparently. I don't know what was up with him, whether it was man flu he had as well at the time.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling well that day, you're right.
Now, does this 3-ball go? It's tight, it does go. And it's going to have to be a 5-7 combo. I don't think he should be daring to try and bump them when they're set so good.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Stubb was trying to do there on that safety shot, but, you know, the 3, 5, 10, 7 sitting over there, you know, some way to use those balls would have been preferable.
Now he's got to get into the cue ball here. Unless he...
Yeah, this should be pretty simple. I think the question is, how is he going to play the 5? I'd imagine he's going to play for the combo. Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do.
Perfect little angle.
Yeah, well, this pocket's not a full pocket either. He's going to go inside English on this. So, yeah, this is the kind of shot you can miss.
Oh, yes, I'll be streaming the Cowboy matches. I won't be streaming mine. That'll be up to somebody else to do it if they want.
I think maybe he did the right thing there by, you know, he didn't get perfect on this, but he wasn't trying to. He was just accepting what he could get out of that.
Well, he's got to be careful here that, you know, he's got to get the pace in the pot, and he's got to watch the cue ball behind that 10 ball.
Yep.
You know, like that.
That's exactly. I mean, you know, that's a little surprising he did that. I guess he was just trying to hit it easy because I'm sure he knew that it was going to be going on a wrong line. So you got a choice of hitting out with a little inside and bumping the 10, which is, you know, makes a shot harder. Or, you know, what he could have done is he could have just accepted that fact and hit it harder.
Well,
and
exactly.
Let the cue ball come out past the 10.
Exactly.
You know, I mean,
yeah. I don't know why he played it so soft. You've got to err on the safer shot, haven't you? He's gifted this to stuff.
We don't make those mistakes in the commentary booth. It's you know, I think players feel a little pressured. You know, maybe they don't always think right. I mean, I'm sure Albin moves the cue ball well enough that he understood that the 10 was an issue.
Well, he's got to watch he doesn't bump the 9 here as well off this.
Yeah. I mean, he could still come up with a shot if he did,
fine.
But yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah, that was a nice natural path. I think he would have had to hit it in the fat side of the pocket and to have any chance of hitting that 9 ball.
Yeah, I'll be playing Brainfill out my day off next week. Probably could be Tuesday night. Brainfill out, I think, is fairly flexible as far as time, so shouldn't have a problem arranging that.
Well, Stubbs in the lead, and
for the first time, I think, or was he? I can't remember. It's been that long ago.
I don't know if he has been or not, but you know, he's in it to win it. He's definitely playing smarter than he has in the past. So you got to give him credit for what he's tried to do. His safety play hasn't been spectacular, but at least he's shooting the right shots. And
well, this one ball's going to leak away.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing here.
Well, he's playing the combo, but he's got to.
Well, now the 2's going to be in the way. Yeah, so even if he made it, the 2 was in the way.
Well, he could still get the 1.
That was never going to work. Well, he missed the 7. Oh, he can still see the 1. Well, I thought he got away with that. This is looking like it's going to be tie game, 1 apiece.
Well, he might bump the 7. He needs to watch the bump in the 7, though. He could end up behind the 10.
Yeah, if he hits it with enough speed, he'll get past the 7. If he rolls it, he'll bump it. But if he hits it with any kind of speed, I think he just hits this firmer. You know, this kind of shot's no gimme, this length of the table shot. Yeah, that's the right way to play it. Just hit enough speed, because it's going to bend around that.
So who's keeping a tab of the scores? It's 12-11 to Stubb.
Well, it's a race to 10. It's 1-0. I mean, we've essentially sort of reset to this. Now, well played. Still didn't get as far across as he wanted to. So,
does he go?
This is a shot where you've either got to decide which side of the side pocket you're going to go on, or shoot at 3 rails. Yeah. I think the 3 railer is there. I think you can get it around the corner and pass the 10.
He's coming back.
He's coming back, and it looks like he's coming back on the far side of the side pocket. Well, that's too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you either had to be like a diamond past the side pocket or a diamond short of the side pocket. I personally would have shot the 3 railer there going forward with right English.
Well, now he's got to try and duck here. He doesn't want to leave. Well, I mean, I think he's okay as far as leaving a bank's concerned, because the 9 ball's in the way and the 10 ball's in the way and the other side, but...
Yeah, I think he's going to thin this and try to get behind the 10, or he may just thin it and take the cue ball towards the 7, hit it with a little inside.
No, I thought he was... Yeah, he is. He looks at that.
The only problem with thinning it past the 10 is you could scratch.
Yeah. He's got to get distance, so...
He hit that with some English. That's a pretty good shot.
Yeah,
I think he hit it a little thicker than he wanted.
He's left the bank of the mad cut.
He left the bank, but it's hard to get on the 7 good from this position. And where that 7's sitting, a thin cut is not going to be very easy, because it's pretty close to the rail. Yeah.
Oh, now, hang on a minute.
Did he get lucky?
No, he's okay. He's okay.
Because, I mean, that's the shot he was going to get left with on the 7, was something terrible like that. I mean, he could have done better than that. He got up on top of the cue ball too much. I don't know that he's okay. This is pretty tight. I don't think he can shoot it in the side pocket.
He's
got to shoot it in the corner, and the corner is...
No, you're right.
The scratch is there. I mean...
You are right. Yeah, this is ugly.
Well, I mean, he could take this... Boy, this is tough, because going forward with it, the 7 ball is in the way.
Yeah, that was...
that's a great shot.
It was a good effort.
He got it thick enough that he was able to get it in the pocket. I'd be playing safe here.
Yeah, just be feathering that and no more.
Now, I'd probably try to hook him on the 10 here. Although, yeah, I think that 7 ball is too close to the rail.
Oh dear, needs to watch the pace.
Yeah, well, when I said hook him on the 10, that wasn't the way I was thinking, and the shot I was thinking wouldn't work with the 7 ball that close to the rail. I'm thinking your shot there, Hugh, being thin on it might have been the best approach.
Hang on a minute.
Watch out. Oh boy, that was so close to being titty hooked there.
Wow.
Well, so far things are going Stubbs' way. It's tough when you play a safety where, you're coming across the line and you don't get the hook and you sell out. That was a tough shot Albin tried.
Well, under pressure now, Albie. Trailing the 2 on his break. Playing a cut break across that 1, and it's dry again. Well, one thing's for certain. Stubb ain't going to be running out here.
Well, he could, but it's going to be tough because of the 3-ball. But that's the only problem he really has to solve. And he might be able to solve it here.
Well, he's got to jack up. And
this is a tough shot because it's hard to hit the 7-3 in a way where you're going to come up with a shot on the 3. I'm sure he's going to try to do that. This is difficult. It's going to be very difficult to come up with a shot on this 3-ball here.
He's not. Well, he is jacking up now, so he's going to bump the 7. He tried to bump the 7, didn't get there.
Well, either that or he was taking this bank shot. Which will this bank shot go? Yeah, it will. I mean, you can bank the 3. Either that or you got a pretty simple safety play here. You come off the 3 and run into the 8-ball.
Mm-hmm.
The 4-ball is going to be a blocker. It's a very simple safety play. If you don't like the bank, then play safe. It's not a hard safety. Well, he didn't play the safety I was thinking of, but that might even be better as close as he got it on the 4-ball. And see there, Stubb. That's what I'm saying. He has improved his thinking, and if he ends up winning this thing, it's going to be from doing that instead of taking wild flyers of balls.
Now, the line is there. Something like that to hit this 3 in the gap between the 10 and the 6.
Well, you get a chance to kick this ball in.
Oh, he's going a bit wider to the way I've got the line.
You got a chance if you hit it the right speed. Oh.
Well, he'll take that, I think, because 3 doesn't go that way.
Well, he came out pretty good on it, but not great. I mean, the 3 certainly can be put in the pocket. I think you got a pretty good chance of getting on this 4-ball because whether you hit rail first or 8-ball first, you got a chance to. There's Stubb playing smart. He didn't get there, and that's a shame. Especially with the 8-ball there to stop the 3-ball. All he need to do is hit that harder, and he really had him in trouble.
No, you can't. He can't get to the line to kick this 3 from the left side because that 3/8's a combo.
Yeah, that's not going to be good enough. So this shot's kind of tricky. I mean, you can hook him on the 7-ball, but you got to jack up and hit this stun with a little right English into the rail, and you can stop the cue ball right there behind the 7 and send the 3-ball up table. I don't know if he's going to play that shot, but that's really I see is the only reasonable shot here. Because what he tried to do there was not so wonderful.
Well, I don't think he's left anything easy here for Albie.
No, but, he's left a safety. I mean, you can just stop this
right on the 10
thing on the 10-ball.
Bank the 3.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he's doing that, though. He looks like he's going
shooting
for the cut.
Yeah. And he didn't make it.
It might not have been wise to do that, Albie, because this rack's going south, the look of it.
Yeah.
He's feeling pressured in to try and get himself off the mark in this second session. And that's playing into Stubb's hands.
Well, the thing is just Stubb playing safeties instead of blasting the ball.
Yeah.
Totally is changing the complexion of this for him. I mean, I think everybody watching, including me, thought Albin was a big favorite in this match. And I think I think what it shows is I'm always talking about decision making and what you should do and doing the correct thing and how important it is. I think you can see that with what's happening with Stubb. He's not always even playing executing the safeties that well, but just because he's thinking about it and trying to shoot those shots,
well,
even if they're not like perfect, it's completely changed his whole game here.
Well, he finished the wrong side there on that fly ball into the side, and he tried to finish in the gap.
He's called the ball. He's called. I don't know what he's.
I don't know where he's called it because I never.
He looks like he's trying to shoot a Massey shot. Yeah, that he didn't get the butt up high enough there. That was a tough shot. I'm kind of surprised he didn't kick at that ball.
Welcome to Vertical Liquid, Dwight, Greenfield out, and everybody else. I'll be trying to get off the mat.
If you kick at the ball, even if you don't control the cue ball and 6-ball well, and you're not really quite sure where they're going, you got a chance to leave them tough instead of giving them ball in hand.
He's inside the 8, so he's got enough angle to get out over to the left.
Oh yeah, he's fine. This is, the only thing you do here, Ron, is scratch in the side pocket. Yeah, so Stubbs going to give one back, and Albin desperately needed that. He didn't need to get down anymore in a race to 10.
Yeah, it's back to Stubbs' break though. Albie's breaks he's had so far have been poor, no joy.
And he's got a ball in.
Well, it's definitely seeming that Stubb definitely must have ran. Well, he told me he had 169 issues, so he's definitely ran malware bytes, and believe me, he must have had a load of crap. Data miners or whatever it was, like I had. Well, yeah. Well, there you go. There's a gift for Albie.
Yeah, he did that. That was not even close to getting by that ball. I'm not sure what happened there. I think, that was
6-ball
goes.
The
thing is the 2-ball was out in the open, so he probably could have hit that a lot easier. Got it squeezed by and got a shot somehow. Well, you don't want to start doing that with Albin because.
Well, this will settle the stomach. This, if he can put this away.
Yeah. Well,
this is a bonus.
That's an important thing in matches because when you come out in a match and your opponent's not playing good, you've got to really capitalize on that. And everybody struggles in matches. I've played world champions and, had them struggling early in the match. And that's where, you got to jump on them because, they're going to start playing good. And you got to get as much as you can. And as soon as you do something like that, where you give the guy ball in hand, you've just erased everything because these good players that's going to get them going right away.
This is just a wee bit worrying. He's nailed to the rail. He might be interfering with that 8-ball here, and he's got to be aware of that. Yeah, that was the right pace to play it at least get a pace to move it or whatever.
Try to stop the ball. So now it's looking like it's going to be 2-2. And Albin is making Stubb pay for that mistake.
So Albinario back in par and also on his break.
Yeah, I'm actually expecting this match to be pretty close. I think Albin is the favorite, but it wouldn't surprise me if Stubb won.
No.
I think he's playing good enough that he's got a chance to win.
Oh dear, well he's got a ball, but now he's not got a shot.
Yeah, well, this is where this is a good situation to push out on. Maybe push the cue ball over by the 10 ball.
Yeah, you certainly
And,
don't
and
want
see
to.
and see what Stubb knows.
Well, Stubb could play a billiard onto the 3 here from this angle. I mean,
well, he could, but that's a tough shot. That's not a shot that if you've pushed out to that, he's going to play a billiard. You'd be happy about that.
well, if he's playing right side of the one, he can't get away for the 8 ball, can he?
Well, this is a tricky situation.
Now that hasn't got the legs.
Yeah, it wasn't a terrible play, but even if he got it to the rail, he leaves a situation where he if it was closer to the rail, it's actually a pretty easy shot to put him on the 5. At this distance from the rail, it's not, because you hit a little funny and you can scratch.
Well, this 1 ball's rack ball if Albie gets it, because I can't see him failing getting on the 4 and the 5 where it is.
No, he'll be out here. I mean, yeah, I would have gave that back to Albin. I wouldn't have shot that, because it was a very good push out. There wasn't anything that was going to be simple there as far as pocketing the ball or playing safe, and Stubb kind of fell for it.
I mean, I know that you're riding your luck, but to me the billiard was an option. An option to play if you couldn't guarantee getting a better safety. But anyway,
if you can shoot the billiard and control the 1 ball, so that if you miss it, you don't give up a shot. But remember, Hugh, if it's that tough, you can just give it back to Albin and say you shoot it.
Yeah, well, the billiard was thin. I think Albin might have went for it if it was put back in.
Yeah, Bed is saying the billiard was thin, and what that means when the billiard is thin. Let me elaborate on that, Bedhead, because what Bedhead is saying when he says the billiard's thin is that makes it very touchy.
Yeah.
When you're hitting, a half ball or more, the billiard isn't so touchy. But when you're hitting a quarter ball or less, then all of a sudden that billiard, the aim on it becomes, the target that you have to succeed becomes very small.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's 3 in a row for Albinario.
Yeah, I agree, Bedhead. The combo was easier. But it's still not something anybody wants to shoot at, a back-cut combo.
And Stubb has come up dry this time, but safe by the look of it.
Oh boy, that 3 ball almost went in.
Now, Albie's got to push. And now Stubb's in a bit of a dilemma. What does he do here? Because he might want to try banking this 1 past the 8 and the 2 onto the 3. It's very, very tight. In fact, it's so tight it might not even be on. I mean, he could go to the rail. He's got a wide enough margin to go to the rail.
No, you got to put this on the 5 and 6.
Yeah, he's trying to get in there.
Yeah.
Now Albinario is going to test his jump. Here we go.
No, it's Stubb that's going to test his jump.
Stubb, sorry. And Stubb was reasonably successful with the odd jump attempt that he's had. Don't forget that one that he dug out down the rail when he got himself in trouble. No, he didn't get it that time. Yeah.
I mean, Albin could have played that safe differently. Got him on the 5 and 6 and got the 1 ball past the side pocket. But
well, again, you look at this table.
Well for him.
Where's this going to go wrong? Drop the 1 in, gentle combo in the 2-3, 4's over the left side.
There's not a whole lot that can go wrong here.
Well, the trouble shot essentially would be from the 4 to the 5 if there's going to be any trouble. I mean, you could end up hooked behind the 6 or whatever side he's going.
This is the shot right here, because you got to get right on the 4. If you get right on the 4, it's easy to get on the 5, and that's perfect. because you're just gonna you might want to be a little straighter. You're gonna draw this up past the 8-ball. This is a lot of spin, and hit it soft and let it run.
Used to get
he
there.
He underhit it just a little bit.
Well, this is another test of the old nerves.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is a shot a lot of people miss in VP a lot, but it's a pretty standard shot. I mean, you've got to let the English throw the ball in.
That was well done.
The mistake people make on that shot when you're hitting that, especially with draw and outside English, is they get too thin on it. That's the typical way people are gonna miss that.
No, he needs. Well, this is. I think he'll just kill it there, right there on that spot.
Yeah, he's gonna put it off the rail, probably the distance of 7 is.
Just drag it in and leave it there. Now, any sort of decent little angle in the 9 is what he really wants.
At one point, it was 2-0, right?
Yeah, to stop. Yeah.
Now it looks like it's 4-2 Albin. So this is getting out of control for Stubb. So now we're going to find out, what kind of
we're going to see if
restitution Stubb has. I think.
Well, is he going to keep his discipline, Steve? Is he going to keep his discipline in terms of not lashing out? We're going to see that.
I think he will. I mean, he seems like he did it pretty good before. It's just, he's just got to stay with what he's doing and take advantage of his opportunities. Well, I mean, Albin's playing well, so it's it's going to be tough.
It could be worse for Stubb if Albinario could actually get a decent break where not only is he getting a ball, he's actually getting a shot.
Well, he needs a push here. The question is where to push.
Well,
and I don't know about this push.
This is touchy.
This is pretty easy to get safe on. You've got 3 balls there, the 9, 10, and 8 as blockers. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but you could also try to put him on a 6, although I think that's pretty touchy from here.
And the only danger with that is if he's doing that, he's banking the 1 towards the 9 and the 9 and the 10.
He's looking at hitting it thin. He's decided to play the touch shot, and I don't think he hit it well.
No. And
it was a little tricky there, controlling the speed on that 1 ball.
Look at the line of balls here that you've got for cover. If you can get in within that line.
But, this is where, what's Stubb going to do, and this is where he's improved a lot.
Well,
but he didn't get there. I mean, he played the right shot, but he didn't get the snooker, and this is a big shot here. I mean, I think Albin will go for this. I think he's going to hit this. What's he doing?
Well, he's got to get right into the cue ball here because he doesn't want to leak into this corner. That's why he's jacking up.
Oh, I'd be hitting this with draw and a lot of left
that
English.
was well played.
Yeah, he didn't really put a lot of left English on it. See, he hit that with pretty much straight draw.
Yeah, I think he was just mainly worried about getting the pot.
Yeah, I mean, you really need to hit that with a lot of left English too to bring the cue ball out straighter.
Yeah, that was awkward.
I think, that's what I call shying away from the right shot. I'm sure Albin knew that he could get the cue ball in a better spot, so he shied away for it, kind of what I call cinching the ball, make sure he pockets the ball. And he left himself tough, and, he paid for it. Well, would it have been better if he played it the other way? I don't know, but... and there's Stubb playing smart again. I mean, I think he's going to be a force to reckon with if he gets smarter. He's played the same way for what, 20 years?
Oh yeah.
So
Albie's called the 4 into this side pocket. And that's given Stubb. Now, Stubb, I mean, how many efforts does it take for Stubb to realise that playing a half-decent safety's got a good chance of giving you a good opportunity like he's just got there?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a couple 100,000, but
I
it
mean,
looks like he's finally learning this, and that's why he's in the match.
Yeah. No disconnects today, Hair Pig. Welcome. Because he's...
Hair Pig's here. Hi, Hair Pig.
He took the tactical genius's advice. Cleaned out his PC.
Yeah, all you guys that surf a lot of porn know how to clean your PC up after you mess it up.
I mean, well, Stubb doesn't. He hadn't the foggiest idea. He said he could. First of all, he said to me, "I can't get malware bytes to run in my PC." I thought to myself, "Well, what the hell kind of operating system you got when malware bytes won't run on it?"
I mean, malware bytes. I've never had any trouble with that.
No, it does the trick. I can guarantee that. Even the free version, which is the one I had, it found all the shit I had in mine.
Yeah, well, it won't always fix everything, but it's pretty good.
It fixes the most important awkward things that cause problems in your PC and make you think you've got other problems in your PC. And I thought my PC was overheating. Well, it was overheating, but it was overheating for the wrong reasons. Anyway, Stubb has played sensible and he's got the reward. And now he's also got the break again. Trailing by 1.
Well, I don't like running the cue ball at the side pocket.
No, I don't like
that.
I don't like doing that. No. And this is dry.
Looks dry.
Now that bump on the 2 there has just done Albie a huge favour.
Yep.
Apart from the fact that the 5 ball's sort of locked away behind the 9, let's have a look at that.
The 5's the biggest problem, but it goes. I mean, you know this. So when you get in this situation after the break, you identify the problem issue, which is a 5. Then everything you play now, 1, 2, 3, 4, is to get on that 5 ball. So you work backwards for it. You say, where do I need to be on this 4 ball just so I can get an angle past that 9 on the 5? Well, and then where do I need to put myself on the 3 ball to get to that 4 ball there? And
this isn't
it's a little puzzle you got to work out.
This ain't it.
And this is not the spot that you want to be.
I mean, what he wanted to do was to get up with the 10 ball, was it not? Would it not be better getting up with the 10 ball to try and get back out into the table after potting the 4 and leaving the 5 in the cup? I think
ideally you wanted to shoot the 4 ball in the side pocket. I mean, there is a spot in the corner, but it was easier to play for the side. You had more latitude as far as room for error playing for the side, and you know, if you got a little bit on the high side of it, you can still come off the rail and get on the 5. That's all a moot point now because you know, now is Stubb going to play safe here? He's not.
And look at this. And he's scratched as well.
I would have been playing safe in that situation. It was pretty tricky to get anywhere on that 4 good from there, and it was a pretty straightforward safe.
Well, that's one where, you know, he took the bait in terms of an awkward cut to pot the ball, but the cue ball was obviously running loose. He flukes the 4 into the side, but the cue ball running loose scratches. You know that.
Yeah.
That was riding your luck, and it didn't work.
You play a good safe and get ball in hand, and then, you know, it makes it a lot easier to solve that puzzle. But, you know, I mean, I don't have anything against playing aggressive, but that play was pretty tough. And every time you get to the table, you know, the thought process should be, which shot gives me the best chance to win?
Well, this is a gimme for Albinario. Back to a 2-rack lead. So for the latecomers, this match started at 11 racks all tonight. So it ends up being a race to 10. First to 21. And Albinario is halfway home tonight.
Oh boy, Hairpig. Well, I think you're better off getting your computer messed up than doing that.
I saw two games on Steam. Now this is the kind of calibre of some of these indie game makers. I don't know whether any of you guys have seen it. One of them's called, I can't remember what the second one was, but they were both to do with Hitler. One of them was called Sex with Hitler, and I can't remember what the other one was. And I'm thinking, what the hell type of people play these games more than it? And how the hell do these games get onto Steam? That's another thing. Some incredible crap that you get on there.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting. So at this point, you know, you kind of got to figure, well, how can I get on this 4 to play safe? I think if you get down here, you can shoot the 4 off the 5 and pin the cue ball on the 10 or behind the 10. If you can get down around level or even slightly under the 4 ball, even slightly above the 4 ball, there's a bunch of ways you can because the 4 ball is going up table off the 5. So you just got to get straight enough on that 4 that you can play a shot to hook them on the 10 ball. Stub, of course, is going to take the opposite tact and try to break it out. And that was an admirable attempt at it, but that was pretty tough to break out, and there's no guarantee at that speed you can come up with a shot. Me personally, I would have been playing for a safety on the 4. And he's played a safety shot, has not gotten there. It's not terrible, but he's left the bank. The 4 will go by the 9. It's not simple. I'll say one thing about this. There's no particularly easy safety play with that 4 ball sitting, so I imagine he's going to shoot it. Yep. I think that's the right thing to do here. It's not an easy shot, but the safety's even worse.
I think his main objective here should actually be trying to get the cue ball back down into the line where the 10 and the 8 and the 7 are, in case he misses it. Oh, he's got it clean as a whistle.
Wow,
it was never
that's
missing.
A great shot. That was a great shot.
He went 100% for it. In fact, I don't even know whether with that angle he could have got the cue ball right back down here to try and get cover if he'd missed it. But, I mean, you know, that was never missing at all. In all the way. Well, Albie's just looking at the gap that he's got to just drop the cue ball in onto this 7. The problem is, though, he's not got a ruckmo. What's happened here? Oh dear. Well, he's not got enough.
Hook?
No, I think.
Oh, he's titty hooked.
No, I think
this will go.
I think he can get that.
It's a very slight masse. You go bottom right and you lift the butt just a teeny bit and masse this in.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to cheat the pocket every day. That's going to cheat the pocket every day. That was well done.
Oh, that wasn't a pocket cheater. He curved that ball.
Yeah.
That was a little masse shot. Just a very slight masse shot.
Now he's got a... Well, I thought he was going to try and stunt out.
That was pretty tough.
Is he calling the 10 here? I think he's calling the 10. He's going to try and draw it in.
Yeah. You know, the problem here is I would probably have just called the bank on the 8 because I think that's easier than making the 10. But
this is a cowboy shot.
If he makes it, you know, if he makes it, he's good. If he doesn't, he sells out.
Didn't get the line, and it's
that's I would have shot. I thought percentage-wise, the shot on the bank on the 8 was simpler than that.
A good cowboy player would have got that 10 every day of the week. Didn't get the line off the 8 ball. So Stubb will be pleased. Back to within 1.
Yep. Well, you know, Stubb played a reasonable shot there. He didn't get safe, but he's thinking the right way. You know, Albin came up with a great shot to make that 4 ball.
Right, now, the 1 ball is well and truly hidden away there. Now, can Albie see any of it? And the answer to that is no.
Well,
I mean, this is
this kick is not too bad. You know, you soft kicked at this one ball,
yeah,
and
got
then
to
you
hit
set
it.
the cue ball on the 6 ball.
Yeah, he's got to hit it half. No, where's he going here?
You should just soft kick off the end rail and bump that 6 ball. It doesn't even matter if it gets past the 7 because you're going to get him on the 6.
I don't like the line that he's playing. Well,
Yeah,
that'll work as far as leaving it safe.
No, that's not any good because he's going to get hooked there.
Stubb can get over by the 8 here.
Yeah, that was no good.
And that looks good to me.
Yeah, Albin should have played one rail off the end rail into the 1 and just soft kicked it there. You can afford to leave him an edge like that because this is now he's in trouble.
What time did the match start tonight? It started about 40 minutes ago.
Well, I think he was playing the right shot. He was playing the same shot he played last time, a 2-railer into the edge of the 1 and let it slide and then use a 3-6. That was the shot he just played, but it was a lot tougher in that
hang
position.
on a minute. What the hell's happened here? Hang on. It says you're currently streaming. I don't know what the hell's happened.
I don't know what you're doing here. It's got the wrong thing up. I
Wait a
thought you
minute.
were just running an ad there last time I looked at it.
Hang on.
Now, I might play for the 3 foul here.
Hold on a minute, guys.
Not going to.
There we go. Apologies for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this play. I probably would have hooked him again and locked him up and made him kick and maybe thought about 3 fouling him. Because the problem with being at the table now is now you've got this, and that's a stub shot, and he's lucky he even came out that good because it's an uncontrolled breakout.
Well, this is nailed to the 7, isn't it? The way I can see it from here. Let's have a look. Maybe not. He's got to be delicate.
He can shoot the bank here. You hit this with draw and left English and bank this ball, but then he's going to have to shoot a combo on the 4-8. I mean, that's the whole thing is you're going to plan the table out from where he was going to have a problem with that 3 ball. Why not just play safe? And in playing safe, if you wanted to, you could have separated the 3 from the 6 and locked him on the 6 and had Albin kicking. So instead of solving the table problem with a safety, you know, he went for it and got himself in this situation.
Well, the problem is he can't make his mind up, and now he's running out of time.
Well, see, he didn't hit that with left English. There was a kiss there. If you had to hit that with left English, and so that you could slide the cue ball past and then open the 3 ball up off the rail. He tried to go at it with center ball, and that wasn't going to work.
Well, it's got to be the combo or the lockup, and he could have done with running another 5 or 6 inches there just to make it dead easy.
Yeah, now he almost has to stun this into the 10.
Yeah.
It looks like he may be playing a lockup. And, you know, there wasn't really a lockup there. He couldn't get to the 8 ball, but that's not bad. He's got a 2-rail kick here. I think you need to hit this with a little speed because he's going that way.
What about the 1 out of 50 attempts, Steve? The 1 out of 50 attempts is going that way with a bit of English and try and knock the 4 in.
Well, that was actually a good way to go, but he needed to hit the 4 ball fuller. I mean, I think he actually picked a pretty good shot. What were you saying, Hugh? Go which way?
Going. I had it round that way. I mean, it's a 1 in 50 attempt shot, but you go across with a wee bit of English. You probably needed a wee bit of English to make the line and go for the 4 with a chance of potting it. I mean, it was a slim chance.
You mean the 2-railer? Hang on, Hugh, I got to take it.
Anyway, it doesn't matter now as far as Albie's concerned. I mean, it was a sort of long shot that I was talking about, but sometimes when you're desperate, you'll have a go at them. So back to 2, and also the bad news for Stubb is it's Albie's break. Now Albie's due a decent break and he hasn't had one yet. He has not had a good break where he's had a ball and a shot. Well, what a break this is, goodness me. And again, he can get to the 4 this time. Well, that's the best break I've seen in the whole tournament. And now he can't hook himself in the 6. I mean, how many went in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls in the break. The 1, 2, 3, the 5, and then the 8 have all gone. And if he gets this cut and stays in play, this is some time to get a rack like this. And anything but hooking yourself behind the 9. And he's fine. What a break. Well, if you're ever going to come up smelling the roses and you've had crap breaks for this session, that is by far and away the best break that Albie's had in this whole tournament. Right there and then. I don't think anybody else has had 5 balls in a break in this tournament. You can start naming names if any of you guys know who they are, but I don't remember anybody getting 5 balls in a break. Has he gone far enough? Yes, he has. And this is probably the easiest rack that Albinario has shot in the whole tournament. What rack was that? Rack number 10. Sorry, rack number 11. Well, Steve needs to go back and watch that in the replay. He's missed it. Well, Stubbs got to come up with some sort of response now. Well, he's got the first part of it. He's going to have to play the combo. It's a big pocket off that 9 ball, the 1-8 combo. I mean, if this 8 ball goes to the jaw firm, well, it's went in clean as a whistle. And it's got to be probably a 3-9 combo. I don't know whether Stubbs going to try anything crazy to get on the shorter side of that 3 ball, provided he can get the 2, that is, and also see it, and he ain't got it. And well, things are just threatening to fall apart here for Stubb. Now, that's something that you guys can do, by the way, is find rack number 11 in this match on the replay and make a clip of it. Where's the cue ball going? Well, there's a disaster, and here's a gift and a half for Albinario for Stubb. Now, presumably the 4 goes clean, which it does. Loads of room to get on the 5. Big shot from the 5 to the 6. I take it everybody's happy they can see the stream now. Everybody seems to have gone silent. Yeah, I pressed my screensaver button by mistake. Oh, well, that ain't the shot. That was always going to be the issue, getting down good on the 6. I mean, the 6 obviously still cuts, but pressure is on. Well, this is a rack that Stubb must have thought was going to get away from him. Now he needs to get into this, get himself high enough, and he's got into it too much again, far too much. I mean, that shot to me is a lot more difficult to control than just running forward and maybe checking the cue ball off the 2 rails in the corner and just coming into the table. And this cue ball, keep your eye on it. But no doubt it's gone in, and Stubb's been given a lifeline there. Break back with Albie. The lead is back to 2. And Albie's got another ball in the break. Now, where's this 1 ball ending up? Oh dear, now hang on a minute. And it isn't on. That 1 ball's right on top of the 10. But the 10 is going to the rail. Now, the angle's there to come off that 1. It needs to be really thin though, even looking at it that way. He's got to come off that 1. He's bound to miss the 4. He might finish in between the 2 and the 8 with this line here. It's hard to judge. No, he's getting there, I think. He's getting there. That was well done. And Stubb going to call the 1 ball into the side, I think. Yeah. Now, again, it's quite a big pocket where that 10 ball is. I mean, if he can get the hit and it goes to the 10, it's still going to go in. But he got it way too thin. Cue ball still spinning. It's not lag. It's just the cue ball keeping going. And Albie's going to come to the table with a pot in the 1. And if he gets this right, he may well just bump the 8 and hold for the 2 back up into the other top corner pocket. Depends on how hard he wants to hit this. But I think if he just pots this, maybe stun it into towards the 8, he might get lucky. It looks a bit... Yeah, it looks as if the pot... Now, he might be hitting the 2 as a matter of fact. Yeah, he's hit the 2. Now again, loads of cover up table here. He could try and get in behind the 6, but he could also go up table. Again, that'll do. Now there's a line between the 3 and 5. It's a big target. Big target to hit that 2, and he should be calling the 2 into the corner. Now I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he's not playing it up and down. I mean, it's a big window to get there. Yeah, well, I don't understand the logic in that shot. Because to me, the line that he had there was huge to get a hit on that 2. Guaranteed to hit the 2. No, I mean, I don't think that there was any problem getting there. The commentator's eye said he could get to that. Even if you can't get to 100%, you can use a wee bit of English to straighten that cue ball. Yeah, a little bit of check. I mean, you got to, but even so, with a little bit of check, it's not difficult to judge with the line, and it's such a big target to hit. Anyway. Stubb saw it different. And Steve's gone for the night, I think. Well, Albinario, provided he can see his way through these, is just going to be 2 away from... yeah, they're reliable enough to use my doodle and find a line to that ball. Trust me, he could get to it. Even with a little bit of check, if he needed it, he'd have... Put it this way, it was a far better option than the option he chose. Because he was more surefire at least hitting the 2 ball than what he ended up trying. And I don't know what the hell he ended up trying, to be honest with you. This isn't great. This wasn't great. And that's a big miss by Albinario. I think he paid the price there for a careless shot, getting himself square on that 8 ball, and he's gifted a lifeline again to Stubb. Oh dear. Well, that's it, done and gone. And Stubb will be really, he'll be really annoyed at that. I think he might have got excited there that he had another go. And Albinario needs to look at this 8 ball in the pocket. He doesn't want to be trying to use the rail here without having a good look at the 8 ball. Yeah, that'll do it. Well, Albinario's got away with one there. Really got away with it.
All right, I'm back momentarily.
Well, Steve, you missed rack number 11. Write that down. Write that down on a piece of paper. Write rack number 11 down and go watch the replay of that, of Albinario's break. The best break of the whole tournament, just when I was calling it, that he's had crap breaks tonight. And he got 5 balls in the break.
Wow.
A sight on the 6 ball, and then the rest was history. And meanwhile, Albinario's made mistakes. Stubb had a chance there to get back to within 1. Albinario get let off the hook. And this is where we are. Albinario with an 8-5 lead. So a 2-rack swing there, big time.
Oh, this is no gimme shot. Stubbs shooting it here. He makes this, he's probably out this rack.
Now what we'll do at the end of this, we'll go and have a look at the cowboy bracket before I go for a coffee.
All right,
well, he's gone the other way. I thought he was going into the corner, but he went the other way. That was well done. And this will be a good rack for Stubb to win because it is on his break. And it just keeps him in touch. And there's still pressure on Albie regardless because again, you know, he's got to hope he gets at least a ball or something on his break. He doesn't want to be giving Stubb a free go if he can help it. Because that'll get Stubb right on his toes. I was asking Napnicker the other night there if he'd done a spreadsheet for the betting odds for the Cowboy World Championship. I don't know whether he's done one. Where's the cue ball going? I think he's fine. Although he's going to have to cut it in. Cut it in and just get a hold of the cue ball. He's okay. So, back to within 2. Pressure on Albi's break. Well, if we can come up with anything similar to what he had previously. But again, it's back to a dry break. And Stubb has got what he wants. He's got a shot in the 1. Now, did you want to get right into this? He's trying to stun out for the 2. And now he's got himself a bit of work to do. This is thin. He might end up way down in the corner here. Yeah. Well, he's got plenty of room, provided he gets the 3 and has a decent angle in the 4, which he can work with. He's got to go. Well, he can go forward. He can go 2, 3 rails if he wants. Well, I'll tell you something. I wouldn't have been played that shot. I mean, that is extremely risky. Extremely risky to begin in there. He's going to have to use the rail. But this is a bonus for Stubb. Because Albi's break, remember, came up dry. Stubb with a shot in the 1 ball. And this will bring him right back in it. And of course, with Stubb's break to follow, he could be right on him if he can get the break and a shot. Well, this is Stubb's most important break of the night. And I think he's headed south as far as the break goes also. It's dry. A testy little 1 in the 1 ball for Albi, but the 2 ball is wide open. 3 ball into the side. If he can get a decent enough line in the 2 ball. How does that look from his end? Well, that's fine. He just wants to roll this in dead weight and just go through for the 3 ball into the side. Oh, he doesn't want to do that though. He doesn't want to do that. Goodness me. Unbelievable that he's overhit that. Oh, that's crazy. And Albinario, I don't know what the Swedish is for bullshit, but he'll be typing that to himself. And suddenly things are going Stubb's way, which is exactly what he needed. Albinario has blasted himself right in the foot here. Well, a valiant attempt at the jump. Well, it was risky to even threaten to go near that 6 ball bedhead. He could have hit that a lot softer and prevented that cue ball from going near the 6. He just needed to roll it in dead weight. And this is not easy. Yeah, it was not easy. Now, let's check this 5 ball. Well, the 5 ball doesn't go. So, regardless of what happens here, Albinario ain't going to be running out unless he can do something off this 4 ball. I mean, the obvious thing is he's got to make sure he has some sort of angle to work with. And that isn't it. I mean, he can really slam this in with a load of spin or try and stun it straight across. He's going to try and slam it in with a load of spin. Now, how's his luck? Pretty damn good, I would say, because he can pinch a wee bit the pocket with a wee bit of top right if he wants. The only danger here is the 7 and 8. And he's well away from that. Oh, the hot girls have arrived. Well, Albinario, remember, on his break. And an easy out, these remaining 3 balls to get right onto the hill. The stub, well, it's no miss now. Got to get a ball and got to get a shot. Oh, I never even realised it's Albinario's break. That tells you I'm falling asleep. Well, Albie's got a ball, he ain't got a shot though. Now that 2 ball, I mean, if you were ambitious, it does go in off the jaw, but it's again way too tight past the 6. Now is Stubb going to play or is he going to pass? Let's have a look. Well, the danger here is hitting this 1 ball, half ball like he is. He can just bank it into the 9 and leave it in play here. He's got to be careful. Yeah, he's got to be careful how he does this. Well, I mean, that was staring you in the face every day of the week there. He's did exactly what I said was going to happen. He's banked a 1 into the 9. The 9's kept the 1 in play. Albinario, Stubb, sorry, has got a shot. He had to get that a lot thinner. I mean, you could see 2/3 of the ball. He hit it far too thick, banking it into the 9. Well, this could end up going funny as well. I mean, the pot for Stubb isn't that difficult. Can he get into the gap? He might be able to get into the gap and come across. I think he can. Yep, I think he can get across for this 3 ball into the other corner. Come across this way. Well, not only that, I mean, he's actually missed a 2 by a mile and didn't get on the 3. But he's got away with it. Sort of. Well, Albinario is going for the jump. He's not really going to have a shot in the 3. But that's the least of his worries at the moment. Just wants to be able to see the 3 if we can actually pot this. Bumped it into the rail too soon. Well, another chance for survival for Stubb, and it simply has to go this time. And the first objective here is to try and avoid running into the wrong ball here. I mean, if he just plays this plain ball and skims past the 10, he's got a narrow window to get on the 3. If he just lets it run natural, and bumping the 9 won't do him any harm. Well, it might do. He's now gone upward. Oh, another pressure shot for Stubb. I mean, cue balls bouncing all over the place here. Well, he's got a shot, but it's going to have to be the 6-9 combo. If he can drop the 4 in, he needs to watch the cue ball. Whoa, well, he's fine. Just a gentle combo. He's digging right into the cue ball here. I don't know why, because the problem is, playing it at that pace, he's let the 6 ball get away. I don't see the sense in doing that. I mean, he's having to dig out typical Stubb pots to stay at the table. And this could be his last shot here. And he's got away with it. And what's more, if he can take these 3 out, he's going to be breaking to square the match, hill. Oh, goodness me. Well, that used all of the pocket. His heart would have went in his mouth there. Well, that Stubb typically back to playing the way he's always played. You know, just happened to... You know, and he's at the stage where he has to do everything out of desperation just to survive. You know, we'll give him that. You know, he's having to take every option he can. Oh, Mark Allen's beating him 6-3. That's a good result. So, it's all in Stubb's hands here. Well, this is his second most important break of the night. It's dry. And look at the 1 ball and the cue ball. And the 2 ball is there. And it's going to be from the 2 to the 3 that matters here. Albinario on for the run out. How's his nerve? Must get a decent angle on this too. He doesn't want to be having to draw this. Well, I mean, this is not great. Believe me, this isn't great. This is a big shot. Got to go right into the cue ball. And that's well played. The controlled draw shot. And now it's a little dink on the 3. If he bumps the 6, it shouldn't do him any harm. But he certainly wants to, I think, just help this cue ball over slightly. When he's going the other way, he's checking it with left. See, that's straightened it up. You know, if he'd went with a wee bit of right, he would have went over towards the 6 and he would have had a simpler shot in the 4 than this. I mean, this is not what you want to be playing. You know, he's having to check it with left to avoid the 6. And now he's fine. Well, again, he went about that the slightly harder way than I would have thought about it. Well, he's simply got to bump into this 6 ball firm enough to come out off the rail. He wants to get out into the table like that. Now, what's he got here? Well, he can stun past the 9. He's fine. The only thing that can happen here is getting too much into this and scratching up the corner. And he's well away from that. Well, it all looks so easy, doesn't it? With just the 8 ball there and the 9 ball right in the middle of the table. You'll be amazed at how things can go funny. Well, he's pretty much got there. Again, he's got to just get a hold of the cue ball here. He's got to just be careful. Well, he's trusted the angle. He's fine. And so Albinario seals the deal and settles it once and for all. So Albinario is the official Virtual Pool 4 2022 10 Ball World Championship. And that's it. It's all over. So it's another championship for Albinario if I can get out of this room. Let's have a quick look at the Cowboy World Championship. Of course, the event is closed. The bracket is up. The bracket doesn't go live until 10:01 PM GMT Friday. The draw, we've got Redback from Australia against IQ2 from Canada. We've got Jose from Spain against Baker Maker, I presume from the USA, I think he is. We've got a big match between Bill and One Pocket Slim in the first round. That's probably a text coming from Stub there on my phone, if you heard the little ping. We've got some new guy, 9ball.com against Brain Fell Out. And Albinario against Bankster. Albinario, a former Cowboy World Championship, albeit in VP3. We've got X Games against VP Monster, alias Crazy Cow. Spud Boy against Acero. Sylvia against Fan or Wanwa. We've got Larry against Tommy. That'll be a good match. We've got Mr. Fox against Semi-Pro. That'll be another good match. And we've got another one, Cobra against Bedhead. So there's going to be a few scalps going in the first round. We've got Hervey against Casino Jim. LS3 against Interchange X. That's another tough introduction to Cowboy for LS3. We've got Fast Eddie against Mooncake, another good match. We've got Tornado Tam against Ice Age and Mark Shark against Woody. So there's some good first round ties in this tournament. And just to confirm that the tournament is now a race to 3 on the winner's side and a race to 3 on the one loss side. The final is a race to 5, and it's on the 10-foot table, lag for break. and then the rest is self-explanatory. It's alternate balls and billiards, and it will go live. Once it goes live at 10:01 p.m. on Friday night, my time, then you can start arranging your matches and get your proposal sent out. Let me just have a quick look and see what Stubbs said to me on the phone. Hang on. Oh no, it's a WhatsApp message. Who's that from? Oh, it is from Stubb. All bullshit, I'm not awake yet. Well, he took... it was, I mean, it was at the end of the day, it could have went either way, but it was unlucky. So well done to Albinario. Unlucky to Stubb. He should have signed up for the Cowboy, because at least have given him another chance at something. I was going to say thanks to Steve for his company, but he's long gone. Thanks everybody for watching. But go look at rack number 11 in the match, because in fact I'm going to make a clip of it. I'll do that right now as soon as we're finished. So thanks everybody for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I will bid you good night again, folks.